All right, everyone. We still have updates on Pope Francis, the Catholic Pope, and his health condition. He's been in hospital for a prolonged period of time with double pneumonia. Now he's showing signs of kidney failure. He's probably dying. Let's just put it very bluntly. To any Catholics out there, of course, if you want to practice your ritualistic religion with Vatican II, perfectly fine, but your papa is probably dying at the moment. Once you get organ failure, unless it's the liver, oddly enough, you're probably screwed. The liver can regenerate itself, oddly enough. All other organs, when they degrade over time, there's no getting back that gain of function, so to speak, pun intended, with regards to the organ for the most part. When your kidneys begin to fail, it's not really possible to get that function back. He's been bloated and retaining water now for many, many months. He's dying. That's just the long and short of it. That's just the fact. And it's sad, I'm sure, for very Orthodox Catholics that really, really believe in papal immunity and stuff like that, but he's dying. He's got double pneumonia while having 1.5 lungs. He's got organ failure, and he's still in critical condition. He's been stabilized. They can keep him on a bunch of machines for an extended period. At some point, though, you gotta say, okay, the Lord is taking me out of the race. He's taking my piece off the chessboard, and somebody else needs to replace me. That's basically how it works. Nobody is immortal. No physical, temporal body, anyway, is immortal. It will go away. All of us will die. Every single one of you eventually will die. You have to understand when you're dying, it's like, oh shit, well, that kind of sucks, but you know, bye. That's basically the way to look at it. The Pope is probably dying. He should just resign, and he might very well do so. It depends on his relative level of decorum. If he has any, he'll say, I am no longer capable of dispensing my duties as El Papa, and so, I quit, basically. Then you can go with Ratzinger to the papal apartments in the Vatican City, and you'll be spoiled rotten and given your fruit salad on a golden tray and things like that, and be pampered, and you can spend the rest of your life not having to work at all. What the hell is wrong with that? Isn't that what God would want? Absolutely, of course. It's totally biblical and shit like that. I find Vatican protocol very, very funny, actually, at times. Francis comes out and says that he's a Marxist. He says build bridges, not walls, while he's behind like a 50-foot wall, I believe, or something like that. It's a little bit inexplicable sometimes. But he has kidney failure. And I'm not going to make light of it because, I'm not going to celebrate his death or anything like that. He's no John McCain, so, yeah, a little bit different. At the very least, he's done some charitable work. At the very least, he has done some good things in his life. John McCain, okay, maybe. I just don't know about them. He did some charitable work and so forth. And so I'm not going to celebrate his death, but it's imminent. He's got kidney failure. I like how the Vatican doctors come out and say, well, it's only mild kidney failure. Oh, you're mincing words. His organs are failing at the moment. He is dying. He may not die right away, but if he has any sense at all, he would resign from his papal position. He would go to the Vatican apartments, so to speak, and to pal around with Ratzinger, and get pampered, and try to take it easy for the last months of his life, because that's probably what he has. Is he going to go on dialysis? Is it going to be the dialysis diocese? That's not a great idea. I don't think that would be good for public outrage. And you know why he was chosen for Catholic Pope, by the way. It was because public opinion had turned away from the general Orthodox practices of the Catholic Church, the old school Catholicism. it had turned against that. So no more John Pauls or Ratzingers. Now you have Pope Francis's, who tweet and stuff like that. That was the whole goal. It was basically nothing more than public outreach. And I believe that I spoke about it at the time, actually. Many such cases, religions, they change over time because they're trying to get more congregants, because they want more money. That's their real religion. Their real religion is Moloch more than anything else, but we'll cover that separately. Now, he's probably dying. I mean, when you got kidney failure, it's like the writing is kind of on the wall. You're probably not going to make it through. You're an old man. If it were somebody who was like 50 or something like that, let's say you're on the younger side, maybe you can make it. You get a transplant or something. I don't think that Francis would even accept a transplant at his age in life. I know if I'm that old, and I probably won't manage to get there, I'm not going to accept an organ transplant. The fuck? You want me to take a bunch of pills, number one, every single day to prevent rejection, and number two, I'm taking it away from somebody who's much younger and much more, they have more things that they can do in life. I'm not going to take an organ from them. They can have the goddamn kidney. They can have the chunk of liver. They can have the pancreas or whatever, and save themselves. That would be the Catholic charitable thing to do now, wouldn't it, by the way? So if you rip out his kidneys and stuff another kidney inside of there, I would think that that would be actually probably a deadly sin. So I have a feeling that he's done. That's about all. Peace out.